Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining in today. And I'm going to do a slightly different reading called the Skinny Mini on Love, Romance, Twin Flame, and Soulmate Energy. And first of all, we are going to, there's just a few messages that came out with this one. First of all, someone, or maybe a few of you, however this applies, take it how it applies. Moving on or moving away from a marriage or a relationship. So this is either somebody physically getting ready to walk out, thinking about physically walking out, or they emotionally disconnected from this marriage or this relationship, either current time, present time, or it's been in the works for probably a lot of months or possibly even years. Okay, there is a shock or a surprise coming in, and the other one is call waiting. So if someone's awaiting a call, or you're waiting to call somebody, or there's communication between two people that's being waited on, or there's a pause, or one is waiting for the other to call or check in or talk or speak or communicate about something. Another little thing I want to mention about today, because it's quite a special day today. It is one of the luckiest days of the year. It only comes once a year, and that is our Sun conjunct Jupiter. Okay, so both the Sun and Jupiter are in Taurus, so that's kind of auspicious, rewards, opportunities, good luck, good fortune, etc. It's growth and expansion. It's growth and expansion in any way, shape, and form that tends to be on the material or physical plane. Now, this can also include love, romance, of course, right? This is a kind of a love, romance reading. We also have Venus conjunct Uranus. Now, that couldn't have come in at a better time, just to do with the intuitive messages, shock or surprise. Now, this can do with money, relationships of any kinds. We also have a Mars quintile Pluto, which is going to be probably communication related, and there's going to be it's kind of you having to do something, or it could be your action is required and is going to be changing or altering the course or altering the path in life. Again, this will be relationship linked. Okay, we will start with our past position. Okay, so in the past, so this has been a long time, a long brewing relationship between two people. Now, when I see this is a card of Aquarius. Now, oh, I guess we got breast sticking out here. I guess we can't have that apparently on YouTube. Okay, so when I see this is the star. So the star is one of the best cards in the tarot, but this would identify as the card of Aquarius. You could have Aquarius in your chart, or you could be involved with an Aquarius in some way, shape, or form. It can be communication linked as well, because Aquarius is an air sign. This is the wish card. You're wishing for something to come in, wishing to do something, or more than likely wishing to be with somebody. And that somebody is somebody very specific to you. This is about restoring hope. It's about restoring faith. It's about restoring balance, especially emotionally. There's been a lot of emotional disruption or upset within these relationships. Okay, so when I'm talking love, romance, twin flame, soulmate, that include, or actually exclude, whoever you're involved with, and it's going to be a twin flame bubbling in the background, or a soulmate energy, love, romance related. Okay, so this is, you're wishing for somebody, wishing for something, and it's relationship or love, romance involved. Okay, so that's in your past position. You've been wishing for somebody to come into fruition into your life, or being with somebody on. This has been, like I said, probably, this is definitely not weeks. This goes back in months, probably years, wishing to be with somebody. There's somebody on your mind that you wish to be with. Okay. Okay, so now we'll grab from this deck, and we're going to pick a card from here, and it's going to be your hurdle problem area. Not too many cards. It indicates problems in behind closed doors, however. With that batch that just poked out, there's problems brewing, something that's very, very wrong in behind closed doors. And be very money linked. Somebody taking on too much responsibility or carrying the load for the other person. Ah, interesting. Funny thing, I was just thinking about this before I was doing this, legal procedure. When you get courthouse, okay, so there could be, again, somebody is wanting out of this, or basically probably has stepped out in some way, shape, or form. If it's not physically, it's definitely emotionally disconnected, walked away, or in the process of walking away, or just disconnected. You're there, but you're not there. You live in the house, you might carry on the title of being married, or or in a common law, but it's label only. There's nothing below that surface that ties these two people together. The court house, so if you say 23, that's about change. So there's going to be there's a problem. Some of you basically want a legal separation, or you're in the process of heading towards a legal separation or filing for divorce, or you're actually thinking about filing for divorce. And when we see 23, 23 is a 5. 2 plus 3 is 5, which means change. Either change by nature, it's going to be, or it's going to be a forced change, or there's going to be an upset, an upheaval, a problem that was going to be change induced. Okay, so it's to do with legal matters. When you see courthouse, again, it just instantly makes me think of legal proceedings for separation. Okay, and now however that fits for you. Either you're thinking about it, you're in the process of doing it, or you want to do it, or you're going to do it. And like I said, when I was doing, sitting thinking about this, kind of doing the meditative state with this, what actually had come across through my mind is legal proceedings for divorce. And here's that card, ironically enough. Okay. And now we're going to do the hidden position. So what's actually hidden in this reading? What's going on below the surface that people can't see? Again, this can be going on within the household behind closed doors, or it can be what's going on that's not visible to the public eye. Okay, there's changes going on behind closed doors. Just that simple. Again, the butterfly. The butterfly indicates it's going to be a transformation, a transition. This is the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. This is, you're wishing to be with somebody that's not the partner person you're with. Or, like I said, or you're wishing to be with somebody else, or you're wishing to have court proceeding. You wish you were divorced or separated, not together. This is indication, because when I see this butterfly, it indicates relationship evolving, relationship evolving, and relationship ending. Again, this is butterfly. Always is transformation. It's transition. It's the end of one cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. So this is what you're wanting. This is what you're thinking about. It's the ending of one cycle, the ending of a phase, the start of a new phase. And it's also the card of healing. So there is obviously some destructive energies going on behind closed doors. That's kind of obvious. Okay, so this is fairly black and white as to what's going on and what somebody wants. It's a very disconnected relationship. And when I say this, it's this particular reading has got a previous involvement with a relation, which means somebody's in a relationship they don't want to be on, but they've got their eye on somebody else. So you could be involving probably up to 3, maybe perhaps 4 people. This could be on both sides of the fence. You could have a couple living in behind closed doors that really don't want to be with each other. It's the same story for each, but they've maybe not done anything about it yet. Okay, so we're going to go the current environment or affairs. Let's see what's going on. Reciprocate. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this is going to take on a dual meaning. Now, why do I say this? Because we have something that's really been disconnected in the background for quite some time. This is probably likely years. I kind of getting the impression this is beyond months. So, reciprocate or reciprocation. So, this is going to go 2 ways. So, there's expressed shared of feelings. So, this could be the call waiting. Expressed shared feelings with somebody, but it's not the person you're with. And so when I see this, there's reciprocated feelings for somebody else, not the relationship or the household you're in. And this is actually going to take a reverse meaning too, because there's no reciprocated feelings within this house or this marriage, or this relationship that you're currently in. It's a loss of interest, very, very disconnected. No shared feelings back and forth. That ended a long time ago. The feeling, the mutual feeling of love between the people behind closed doors has not been there for a very, very long time. So there's that. I will leave that in the reverse position because that's going to flip both ways. But in behind closed doors, this is what's going on. Disconnected. Disconnected as a whole. Okay. There is... yeah, a loss of interest. Don't want to be here anymore. Now we'll move on to the solution. Oh my goodness, hey, look at this. These came out. This is really spot on. So we have this, the Lovers. Again, like I said, there is probably 3 people involved, maybe 4 people involved. When you get the Lovers, it's basically people in this particular spread. Again, a relationship that people are together, but they're actually disconnected behind closed doors. They're married, but living in separation behind closed doors, and has been for a long time. There's probably up to 3 people, maybe 4 people involved. When you get the Lovers, you're going to have to make a choice amongst these people, or you're going to have to make a major choice. So it can be just choices as a whole, but choices amongst people, and there's going to have to be some choices made because this is a wanted end to a cycle. This is a wanted end to a relationship. There's a loss of interest. The love is gone, the interest. There's no mutual respect. There's actually no common ground anymore here, I see. There's nothing, it's almost like these 2 people grew apart, drifted apart for whatever reasons, and there could be a difference in maturity levels, which eventually, if that happens, you outgrow each other, and there's nothing in common anymore. And the love is gone, the interest is gone, the mutual respect is gone, there's just nothing left. You're sharing your roommates, essentially. And when I see the 9 of Pentacles, this particular card is becoming single. So this is about making a choice to become single, leaving this relationship. Again, that is just totally right in line with everything. Okay, so that's the solution. So I'm going to pick up this deck again, and this is going to be the outcome. One of you or both of you have had somebody else on your mind the whole time, and this has probably been for quite a while. You know what the other term for this card, I'm just going to go back, is unrequited love. So again, behind closed doors, it's been not mutual love given and taken. Unrequited love. That's another good for a non-reciprocated shared love, okay? At one time there probably was, but there isn't anymore. Okay, so this is the 8 of Coins. This means you've been working on this. So when you see this, you've been burning the midnight oil, thinking of how to get out of this, what you can do, and this will directly tie to your state of monetary or financial affairs. Whatever's involved does involve financial affairs, houses, property, shared assets, etc. So this might have been the reason why you've stayed in here, this relationship, far too long. You know you don't belong here. You haven't actually been part of this relationship for probably many, many, many months, and more than likely many years. And so you can probably be spending a lot of time researching, looking up information, trying to figure out a way out. Again, you could have a lawyer looking into this because we do have the courthouse. This can involve law courts, lawyers, judges, court orders, divorce papers, divorce judgments, separation papers, etc. Anything legal documents, contracts, agreements. Okay, I'm just going to throw a clarifier. Yeah, okay. The clarifier is you're looking for a way out of this marriage, and you're looking for a happier way of life with the person you belong with. That couldn't be... You're working on trying to get happy. The 10 of Cups is the happy house, the happy home, emotions fulfilled state of emotion, being happy, feeling loved, being loved, offering love, but also receiving love. Again, that's been missing out of this old, worn out relationship for quite some time. And this is working on your way, trying to be with your twin flame, your soulmate, and just having happiness once more, or happiness restored, right? Emotions fulfilled, being loved, feeling loved, offering love, giving love, but receiving love. That's missing out of this old relationship. Happy house, happy home, being with your twin flame and your soulmate. End of story. That's just the way it is. That's a fairly clear reading here. Okay, so I'm going to just jump into, and I have one position where it's going to be a love message or a note of love. So this is between the twin flame soulmate, and it's going to be like a love romance. Oh, there we go. That's quick. I grew tired of you and moved on. Okay. That is going to be pointing on, this is pointing, I'm just going to show you this. Oops, maybe I won't. Okay, if I show you this card, a bit of a glare there. I grew tired of waiting for you and moved on. Okay, so that is going to be pointed directly at the past one. So I'm just going to say probably the people behind closed doors in the worn-out relationship outgrew each other, and a person just finally got tired and they are moving on. Now, normally that would be the message between the twin flames or the soulmates, but that does not belong with that. And then we're going to pick another one. Yes, okay, so this is very fitting. So this particular message is, I'm done, I had enough of this old way of life, this old cycle. That's the message for that. Got tired of it, out of here. And again, that really confirms the moving on or moving away from a marriage or old established relationship. Physically, mentally, emotionally, again, just very disconnected in behind closed doors. So this is the message for the two twin flames. I don't want you to be my biggest regret in life. I struggle with this every day we are apart. I know I need to do something about this before it's too late. Okay, so that is between you and your twin flame. Okay, so this is actually a pretty interesting reading. Again, it's like, this is almost like someone's being pushed or forced into that major choice where it's going to totally create a total revolution, a total evolution in your life when it's got to do with your relationships. But there's got to be a few things put in order first, okay? So that will conclude the skinny mini on love, romance, twin flame, and soulmate reading. So until we talk again, stay happy, stay healthy, take care of yourself and each other. Bye for now.